You know, I was thinking today about how much happens in our history and what lessons we learn along the way, or rather, the ones that we don't. How do everyone? Welcome back for a Monday. Hope you all had a good weekend. Mine went swimmingly, and yes, I did get quietly pissed in the corner yesterday evening. And for those of you that are concerned about me sitting in a car after saying that, look around you. I'm not going anywhere, and the door is wide open, so I do not look in a position where I'm going to drive a car. Thank you very much. Anyway, history. I'm very big on history, particularly major events like world wars and disasters and all of that sort of thing, particularly the personal stories that come out of them and the lessons we learn as a result. And one thing that caught my eye yesterday was something about the Great Escape. Have a check of this. Yeah, you read that correctly. It turns out, according to secret, recently discovered files, that the Germans may have known what our lot were up to, digging the tunnels, Tom, Dick and Harry. Yes, the Germans in the prison camp had various countermeasures in place to try and stop people from escaping, like microphones buried in the ground to try and detect noise and movement from anybody trying to dig their way out of the camp. And it appears that the Germans wanted the escape to succeed, in albeit partial success, purely because they wanted to make an example out of any captured airmen that they managed to reacquire after they tried to escape. And as we all know from our history, it was a bit of a disaster, to be quite honest. There was something like 73 airmen escaped, something like that. Only 3 made it back to safety, 70 were recaptured, and 50 were tragically murdered by the Germans, and all listed as shot while trying to escape. So it was not one of our best days, really, of the war. But the point I'm trying to make is how the powers that be seem to be very good at influencing the behaviour of the people, you know, in their charge. In this case, it was a load of prisoners of war wanted to escape and get back into the war and get back home. And they were led to believe that what they were doing was going to be successful because the Germans were allowing them to think that and had ulterior motives. And I do wonder whether there's any behavioural scientists involved in other matters, you know, because when you're treated in such a way, you react, and sometimes that reaction is predictable. So let's say you have something taken away from you that you had before, such as your freedom, and your natural reaction is you're going to resist, you're going to kick off, you're going to protest. That then gives them an excuse to behave in another way and use your actions to justify their actions. You see where I'm going? I think it's very, very apparent that that goes on in every day and every walk of our life, particularly at the moment. And I do wonder whether we have to start thinking outside of the box rather than in the box, along the lines of, are we being played? Are they predicting behaviour? I think, you know, people need to wake up if they haven't done already. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. It was thinking out loud, really, based on a historical event, but these things are there for a reason, for us to learn from. And I know the lefties particularly are trying to cancel our history because it's inconvenient and they don't like it, but we make mistakes, we need to learn and we need to move on. Are we all walking into a big one now? You tell me below. I think we are. We need to think about what we're doing. Anyway, this is a Cabby for now, signing off. Toodaloo.